The later the better, probably.
Good morning, konnichiwa, konbanwa, wherever you're coming from. We are the Search Now support team here at Digital Experience, and we're starting off our iteration with our lovely mascot. If you haven't seen him, oh no, my mouse froze. And it froze again. It's Corn Kid, because I love corn. And with that, I will now pass it off to Carrie.
Yes, I also love corn. So for this iteration, I'm hoping to close out some issues. We have the Alliance design that's almost ready, just need a final review from our stakeholders, and then hopefully we'll be handing that off. We have the update about page, also waiting for a final copy on that, and then that should be able to close out. We have some changes for the nav. So I think these will be like bigger changes that might not be handed down to engineering, but just for design. So that's the MVC one for that. And then I think we're going to add the TMOPs to the Learn navigation. So just adding a link for that. That should be pretty small. We're also adding, we're iterating on the about GitLab page. So we're going to add a team ops section to the about page. And then if we have time, adding all resources link to the nav and then updating that page as well. And I'll hand it over to Laura.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, last sprint of the quarter, I'll be trying to get that SmartLing GDN kind of over the finish line or get some movement going on that. I've made some updates to the handbook that Michael and Lauren have given some suggestions on, so I'll apply those suggestions in regards to the approval process for other teams to contribute to the marketing site. So that should get closed out shortly. And then there might be some work on launching the help page survey this quarter. And then there's another team requesting the CSS that lives in our footer so they can replicate our footer. The happy answer to that is they can just pull in our plugin if they would like, because we have our own navigation footer plugin, but they can also just take our CSS if they would like. So I'll get the ball rolling on that. And then we can update the handbook for, there's an issue for updating the information in our handbook about translated pages. That's all going to change with SmartLing, but just kind of making sure that that's up to date and we have that direction written in the handbook. And that's it for me. And next is Miracle.
I'll take it
away.
Did
I screw it up? I'm sorry. On my screen, next is Miracle, but oh yeah, now I refresh. Yeah,
there we go. Refresh. So John is out until the 16th. So short sprint for him, but he's going to work on the search mobile experience, so making sure that the search works mobile, and then also releasing our support services template. For me, I'm going to work on updating. We have this employment bot message that pings the GitLab website community group, which I'm in, and so my to-dos are like gnarly. So we're going to fix that. And then working with Laura to get that SmartLing GDN across the finish line. Then I'm going to work with Philza on defining what our next major release of the navigation is going to be for next quarter. So just working with stakeholders. And then that is it. I'll pass it over to Miguel.
Thank you. Yeah, this iteration I'll be working on the release of the overview program. We'll be updating work there. I'm also working on the page load for the support template, and there's also a regression for, when we have a responsive layout. I'll be working on that. Also, I have an issue for documenting visual changes since the rebrand using the web archive. I'll be continuing work that Laura started there, and I'll be creating a common component for the hero that so we don't reuse the by solutions industry hero. Yeah, and also I'm responsible for the navigation release this iteration. So I'll be doing that process, and that will be from me. I'll pass it back over to Miracle.
It's our last full iteration of this quarter, which means our nav is getting some amazing facelifts and a little bit of Botox, so they can sail into the next quarter. I will be working on some nav changes thanks to Carrie for that beautiful design. I'll be making some changes on the resource page or the resources link for desktop, as well as mobile, and some changes to the learn dropdown in our nav. And I do have some carryover from last iteration. I will be finishing our template for the analyst page and then hopefully releasing that this iteration as well. I think that's all from us. So keep it froggy. That's Search Nav support.